The rain didn't fall. It vibrated against the glass of the high-rise, a frantic percussion to the silence inside. Julian stood by the floor-to-ceiling window, his reflection a ghost layered over the city lights. Behind him, Clara was a statue in the center of the room. The air between them had become a physical thing, thick, cold, and impossible to breathe. "Say something," Clara whispered. The words weren't a plea. They were a white flag. Julian didn't turn. What is there left to say? We've rehearsed this ending for 6 months. We've fought until the words lost their meaning. We've apologized until the sorries sounded like insults. "I loved you," she said, the past tense hitting the floor like shattered crystal. Love wasn't the problem. Clara, Julian finally turned, his eyes tired, stripped of the fire that used to define them. "The problem is that we used our love to build a cage. And now we're both starving inside of it." He walked to the mahogany table and picked up a single brass key. He didn't hand it to her. He placed it on the surface with a sharp, final clack. "You're leaving tonight?" Clara asked. "I left weeks ago," Julian replied softly. "My body is just finally catching up." He grabbed his coat, the leather creaking in the stillness. He walked past her, and for a second, the scent of his cologne sandalwood and rain filled her lungs one last time. It was the smell of every anniversary, every morning coffee, every promise they'd ever made. The front door opened. The hallway light spilled into the darkened apartment, cutting a long, sharp shadow across the floor. "Julian," he paused, his hand on the frame. He didn't look back. He knew if he looked back, the cage would lock again. "Goodbye, Clara. I hope you find the person you were before you met me." The door closed with a heavy, pressurized thud. Clara stood in the center of the darkened room, the city lights flickering against her skin. Finally alone in a home that had become a monument to something that no longer existed.